Andrew Tate is currently detained in Romania under suspicions of organized crime, sex trafficking, and rape. There are a lot of recent developments that has happened in his case, and I want to share those with you today. In the end, I want to share some details about his childhood and his relationship to his parents, and then I want to leave it up to you to come up with your own decision on whether he is a dangerous psychopath or if he is someone truly being affected by Matrix. As you can see here, Andrew Tate was arrested on December 29 by Romanian authorities. He has a Twitter exchange with activist Greta Thunberg, and you can see it here. It's very interesting and it got a lot of popularity, and soon after that he was arrested. There are suspicions that he is keeping women captive in his house for making materials, and he's forcing them to do it so they can be aired at specialized webcam sites. His appeal for release has been denied by the judge. Also, his cars, his money, and his properties are seized by the officials. One of the victims has released audio tapes of Andrew Tate to her, and Vice News has released those tapes, and I'm going to share those audio tapes with you. I want to mention first that there is a trigger warning. Some people may get triggered because these tapes are pretty graphic.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather you didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to? That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't pass out. Chill the out. Jesus Christ, I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
A lot of Tate fans are saying that these audio messages and these voice notes are not real and they are generated by computer. As you most likely know that he has converted to Islam recently, and you can see here he has been holding Quran in his hands. Also, his face is showing that he knows he is in big trouble. I don't know if you know that he was in Big Brother reality TV show. He was actually kicked out for these allegations. Okay, so I was able to see this video, and I'm not sure where this video come from because I haven't seen it in different social media sites. So I am guessing that it is from Hustlers University, and you have to be a member to see this video. But this video has been leaked. So I'm going to show you this video where he himself is clearly saying what he has been doing. So you be the judge. Let's watch.
His words, not my words.
When you say webcam company, people assume, oh, it's just a sex fest. But in reality, it's a shitload of people management. The HR category of the webcam business is the largest and most important thing. You're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make unlimited money from home, and then making sure they give it all to you. Your goal is to inspire a girl to make money. So the way you're going to do that is you have to have some element of influence, and you're going to have that element of influence through her respecting you, looking up to you, and her believing she needs you. And this is extremely important because at the beginning she will need you, but then she won't need you. But you have to keep that fallacy, keep that dream alive.
What does fallacy means? Fraud. Okay, let's watch more.
That whole avoiding taxes, and it's not legal to do that.
So in the last 6 months, Charity have released a Bitcoin option. So they'll pay you in Bitcoin. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. Tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. It allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%. And I said that the disparity is because of taxes. So you're on 50%, we get to pay the tax first, and then it's 50-50. So really you're paying 30, you tell them you're paying 50, the difference is in the tax. That's where the disparity lies, taxes. If they don't believe you or they want to get fresh or whatever, print out some tax forms. I see this all the time. I used to print out some random tax forms and say, yeah, sign here and sign this. What is it? It's for the tax. You want to pay the tax or not? Ooh, okay, and they just sign away. They don't know what they're fucking signing. Let's throw them away afterwards. But they think something's happening. Something real is happening. Nothing's happening except me get rich, bitch.
So he's openly talking about how he was controlling and manipulating those women. Andrew Tate, who has made some of the most outrageous misogynistic statements and still has a cult-like following. So let's listen to some of those statements that he has publicly made.
You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing. Swallow muck. Claire, you literally swallow muck. What the fuck do you know about business? Be quiet.
And it's not only about females, he's also playing with vulnerable men because he is using their weakness for having beautiful women, for having money, for having success to his own advantage. Just like he has said in his own words how he was using those young women to make money for him. Going back to his childhood, he was raised by a British mother and his father was black. His father has been diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, as Andrew Tate mentioned in this video.
So the sad story of my father, which I've never told, but I'll tell it now. My father was in the Air Force. He discharged. After they diagnosed him with narcissistic personality disorder, they offered him a full military pension.
And he also mentioned that there were specific gender roles when he was growing up. His father was responsible for making all the decisions in the house and his mother was just feeding them and making sure they were alive. So what do we know about narcissistic parents and their children? Narcissistic parents are usually self-centered, arrogant, controlling, absent, and overly critical. And what does that do to a child? A child become very insecure, develop insecure attachments, and the child also become a perfectionist because the child thinks that they have to prove themselves to the parent, otherwise they are not good enough. Insecure attachments can lead to power and control dynamic in a relationship as well. Now let's discuss his conversion to Islam. It's very possible he has converted in good faith, but there was a lot of backlash from Muslim community after he converted. And as you can see in this article, the author wrote that men have historically used and abused religious texts to dominate and subordinate women with a celestial stamp of approval. It's very possible that he has done it in order to gain control over women. Everyone is not guilty until proven otherwise. These are the speculations that are made after all the findings that has been coming up in the case. And I will keep you updated on this case as it moves forward. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.